Hi everyone. I apologize right now because this is gonna be very, very quick. I have to leave for work in like 15 minutes. But this wonderful, wonderful package arrived. It's I can't believe it arrived so fast. So this is the community journal that was started by Sai from the Analogue Diaries, and I can't believe I have it. It's so surreal. But yeah, it just arrived today after Riley sent it to me literally yesterday. I know we don't live that far apart, but the fact that Canada Post was able to get it to me so quickly is crazy because I've had packages that I sent to I sent a package a few weeks ago to someone in Quebec, and where they live is like maybe a 5 hour drive from me, and it took like 2 weeks to get there, and it was supposed to take like 4 days. So who knows? But anyway, oh my goodness. Wow. That's very funny. But yeah, wow, I'm so, anyway, I'm just gonna open it all up. I like that this is here. I think that's quite funny. I might have to just slide this out because oops, I'm quite low on time. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, wow. Thank you so much, Riley. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. It feels like, okay, this is gonna be really cheesy, but oh my goodness, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be quite cheesy, but I feel like knowing how many wonderful, wonderful, and talented people have worked in this, it feels like I'm like in company with some of the people I find the most inspiring in our community. How cool to actually get to hold this in my hands when so many very, very talented and lovely people have worked in it. I'm not going to show everyone else's pages because spoilers. And you can watch their videos. I'll link everyone in the comments. But wow, how wonderful, how amazing! And then it's a lined notebook, and there's a thank you at the back. Oh my gosh, how cool! This is so exciting. Yeah, Sai from the Analogue Diaries is who organized all of this, and he is such a sweetheart. Oh wow, I can't believe this. This is amazing. So exciting. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I'll be back and I'll show you my pages, or I'm not sure if I'm gonna document me working on this because I'm a little bit nervous. I think I might just show you the pages that I end up making afterwards. Okay, so this is the scariest part to me, I think. I just wanted to I'm not going to film the parts where I'm actually in the journal, like filling out spreads, because that's really already incredibly intimidating to me. Um, I think I feel the same way that Robbie felt when they were talking in their video about making their spreads in here. I'm just like afraid I know this is a community journal, but I'm so scared that my spreads are what's going to ruin this. So I'm going to be very bold, I think, and I'm going to use this stamp, and I'm going to put it right here, which is very bold because it leaves my mark, and that feels kind of bad. Um, but I think I'm just gonna be really brave about it and do it because I don't actually own that many stamps anymore. I haven't been stamping really in my journal since I stopped doing the not my journal, in my planner, because I was stamping the weather every day, and then I stopped doing that, so I just haven't been using any stamps, and I gave all of my ink pads to someone I go to a journal meetup with. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this, and it's gonna be very scary, but it's okay, it's fine, it's totally fine. If it's bad, I'm so sorry, everyone else. Okay. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, we're fine. Oh my god, that was so scary. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. And then I'll put stuff in and around here, because I'm not going to do... I might put stuff on the back, because I could put a sticker here. Like, I don't want something huge. Oh my god, I love... Is that like a Minecraft creeper from one of Nim's sticker skeletons? That's so funny. But yeah, so there's that, and I think I'm just gonna come right back and put some stickers on here. Okay, I'm just moving this around because I have a whole bunch of stickers that I was considering, and I feel like I want to put one of either Megan Rhiannon's stickers in here or one of Nicole's. I have a lot of everyone's stickers. I have a lot of stickers in general. Wait, I could use one of my cryptid stickers. Oh man, the Flatwoods monster would be pretty good, or the alien, because I'm saving Mothman. He's mine, sorry. I have other cryptid stickers. Wait, maybe I'll go for one of those. So since I decided on the big bold stamp here, I'm gonna use this little sticker from Megan Rhiannon that says today is okay. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it, because I'm thinking either here, so that way it overlaps with this washi, or down here, and that way it overlaps with this washi. But I worry that, like, if I put it here, it's kind of too close to the edge, and I don't want to overlap all that. And also someone could put something cool down here. And this is a weird little space, so maybe I could just, I don't know, I feel weird. Because the whole thing is I'm terrified of taking away from everyone else's wonderful work. I don't want to, like, yeah, I don't want to ruin everyone else's stuff. But this has a little bit of a gap there, so maybe. How do we feel about that? I can't tell if it's straight or not. That's the problem as well. I think that's about as good as I'll get, so I'm just gonna put that down, being very brave, put that down. Okay, and then I will find one of my cryptid stickers, and then I'll be right back. So these are from Sticky Club, and I think that blue looks quite nice on the craft paper cover. Yeah, I don't want to use one that's too big. These are all kind of huge though, unfortunately. Cryptid Field Guide might be good because this is a book. That kind of looks nice there. Or I could put it on the back, of course. I'm afraid to turn this over. Okay, yeah, it's still drying a bit, so I'll wait. But I could do pretty much anything over here because not that many of us have used the back that well, or not that much yet. Does that could go cute there. The little magnifying glass with the ghosties. No, that's too much space. Yeah, I don't want to, maybe, that could be cute there. I think I will put something on the back as well. Or down here. I said I didn't want to take up that space, but I think I will. Or will Bigfoot sit there? No, too big. No, I just realized this is clear as well. Don't like that then. And I can put that like around. Anywhere else that I thought this might go? No. I do kind of like that there though. But then I would want to put something underneath, like the one downside about this sticker sheet is the stars are not cut out, but they're so pretty. I might be able to cut one out with like an X-Acto or something. We'll see. If I am, I think I might just... Okay, there's that. I'm just gonna pop that down anyway. Okay, we're done. I'm gonna, maybe, I want to put one of these out. Like, that would be very cute. Let's do that. Okay, where's my... Okay, there we go. I have this. This is a little, like, ceramic cutter. It's broken on the side, but it still works. Okay. It's kind of hard to see. I hope my head's not in frame. But it's kind of hard to see on this because of how beat up it is. This was my brother's. My brother's in architecture. Yeah. And I can always trim that. Oh, geez, that's pretty wonky. Okay, I'm gonna cut around this with, I'm gonna cut around that with some nicer scissors because it's kind of ugly. Oop. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. For now. I say for now as if I'm going back to this later. And then I will just put this down right here. Okay. I think that's kind of cute. Okay, cool. Whew. Okay, the scariest part's over. We're fine. But yeah, I'll come back to you when I have all of my spreads done in here. Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is the community journal. I did like a few clips of me decorating the cover, a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, I feel like I've probably had this the longest out of everyone because, to be honest, I've just been really busy and I haven't had the time. But my spreads are done, and so, or my spread is done, and so I'm going to tell you about it because that's part of this. So I did this little yeah, I did this little stamp on the cover, and then I added this Megan Rhiannon sticker. And then on the back cover, I added this little magnifying glass and star in this little gap here. And then on the inside cover, I added this washi tape from Paloma the Peach and this clown sticker from my friend Dandy Spectre. So this is the welcome, and it explains everything you need to know. And then I'm going to flip to my pages because everyone else has videos of theirs, and I will tag everyone who's already worked in this book in the comments. Are you good? Sorry, my dog is like, I'm filming this on my bed because it's a very rainy day, and this is the only time I can get like to film, and also it's a very rainy day. This is the only time I can film. The lighting is not the best, but this is the best lighting in my room. My desk lamp also broke, so it's just a myriad of things. And my dog is like right behind me on my bed, and so she might be making some noises during this. But this is my spread. Everyone else in here has like the nicest writing, and my writing is not bad, but I write really small, so it didn't make sense for me to use the... Can I help you, girl? But yeah, the ruling is probably, I don't know if it's 5mm or what. I'm not gonna measure it. But my writing is really small, so it didn't make sense to write with the ruling. So I crammed my little writing into like 2 per line, which looks a little messy, but it is what it is. Also, I had a lot to say, but also towards this part, nothing to say. Yeah, so I wrote with my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the Sakura Mochi. Is it a fine nib? It's a fine nib. And I wrote the ink up here. It's Diamine Chocolate Brown. But yeah, I'll do some little close-ups. Here's me yelling. It's my favorite photo of her I've ever taken. She's so funny. This is another picture of her with actual fur. I say with actual fur. We shear her down because she gets really matted. So that's her when she's puffier. Yeah. So these are my pages. I don't know. I feel like I should try and read them out to you. I'm going to, but I'm notoriously quite bad at reading aloud. So I might try and do a voiceover and just have like a photo for you to read along with. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I thought I would just go over sort of what I said. So this part is like a little bit of an introduction to who I am. Then I wrote like it seems like everyone has something wonderful to say, so I decided to talk about community and how important it is to be part of a community and how difficult it can be to be part of a community, how to find your own community, not how to find your own community, but how experiences I've had where I found community and how you can give back a little bit just through like resource sharing. Nothing like either like you can volunteer or you can just go to the library, and that helps. I work at the library, and so I know that if you just like borrow a book, that lets like the local government know, see, people like the library, you should continue to fund the library and stuff like that. As well as I unfortunately will say that like a lot of other government programs tend to be defunded, and the people who need access to certain resources, they're like, where do we go now? And the government's like, just go to the library, and the library's like, cool, I guess we have to also figure out how to be social workers and help people find housing, stuff like that, which is not bad. It's just, can't we fund everyone anyway? Yeah, so I put some photos from Pinterest. Unfortunately, these three I could not find sources for. This one I know the artist, or I don't know them personally, but I know the artist is Silas Denver Melvin, Sweater Muppets on Instagram. I love his work very much, and so I thought this would be very important for just sort of the vibe of this journal. And then I put 2 pictures of me. I don't really like photos of me, but this one I took while I was walking my dog. This one is me on the subway, because the subway car was completely empty this day, and I was like, I need to take pictures of myself for the community journal. And so I took this picture because I talk about community a lot, and I'm also like a big public transit user because I can't drive and I'm too scared to drive. And yeah, and then just photos of my dog because she's a big part of my life. She's literally like on my bed right beside me right now. She yeah, my dad left, so she's like, what am I supposed to do with my whole life now? My dad's my best friend. And I'm like, okay, you can come hang out with me. And she was like, ugh, I guess. She's also sopping wet. But yeah, so these are my pages. Actually, I think I'll just read the little bits right now so you can, like, the little tidbits I've written in around. And then I will read the big parts to you. Okay, so this part up here says Diamine Chocolate Brown because that's the ink color I used for here. This just says a recent pic of me that I don't hate because I don't like photos of myself. This over here says, this is the funniest photo of my dog Maisie, aka Mimi, I've ever taken because she's just yelling. It's so funny. We took her to the beach, and the rest of this photo, this is a crop because the rest of this photo is a photo of my dad beside one of the art installations at the beach, and she was really upset that he wasn't paying attention to her, which was very funny. This part down here says, if you're reading this, I love you. Over here, I just have the art credit, Silas Denver Melvin, aka Sweater Muppets. This part here, it's on an angle. I'll turn it for you to read. But it says, I can't drive, so I rely on public transit. This is on an empty subway car. And then oop, my camera moved, sorry. And then down here it says, here's Mimi with longer fur, haha. Because these look like different dogs. But yeah, I think I might try and read it out loud to you. I I have an I have unspecified learning disability, and so reading aloud is really hard for me, but I'm going to do my best. If I stutter, I used to have a really bad stutter anyway. But like if I mess up, I apologize. I just wanted to read this out to you because I feel like that's an important part in case like if you're not able to hold this in your hands, um, everyone else read their pages aloud so that you can be part of this, and I think that's really important. And so I'm going to do my best. If I mess up, please don't yell at me. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna have some of my coffee. Sorry, the framing likely has changed because I was trying to get my coffee and I hit my phone, which is hanging on a tripod, which is on my side table, or not a tripod, like a overhead mount, that is off on my side table. It's a long story. But now I'm gonna try and read this for you. If it's terrible and I sound terrible, I'm really sorry. Okay. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Bucky, and I use they, he pronouns. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I work at the public library. I got into journaling in 2020 due to lockdown, or during lockdown, after immediately losing my Lola, bracket, grandma, and bracket, the week before everything shut down. I figured it would be cool to document the current ways of life, and my joy for it has spiraled from there. I actually began bullet journaling in high school and continued till midway through my undergrad degree. I then discovered Hobonichi and a year later got into fountain pens. My special interest in stationery grew from there. I forgot to mention, but I'm autistic, and that is a very influential aspect of my life. I am also queer, trans, and mixed race, Filipino/white, with a dynamic disability/disabilities. I care very deeply about my community, and I hope to help others as much as possible despite the horrors going on across the world. It seems like everyone has had some wonderful things to say in this journal, and I'm sure that I'm not going to have any important additions, but I do want to take a second, or rather a page and a bit, to talk about something that is very important to me, and many others. Community! As a library worker, I'm quite familiar with what it means to be in community. Our Western society is very individualistic, and while it's important to look out for oneself, it's also important to look out for others. I heard someone say that something along the lines of everybody wants a village, but no one wants to be a villager, and it speaks to our society's current state. This obviously doesn't apply to everyone. Bracket. It's a large overgeneralization. End bracket. But I think that a lot of folks in Western societies have simply not been taught or haven't had the experience of being part of a community. Being part of a community means you deal with people you may not like. That's okay. You don't have to like everyone, and not everyone will like you. That last part has been hard for me, lol. I need everyone to like me so much, but it's just not realistic. Okay, got a bit derailed due to carpal tunnel numbness, but it's a few days later. Back to community. I really think we owe our loved ones and our neighbors and fellow humans in general the kindness we ourselves crave. I don't like the mindset that we don't owe anyone anything. We owe one another common decency. Obviously, everything requires nuance, but most people in your immediate community are going to be kind or at least decent. I've been a bit isolated in the past. I moved up to a small town for uni and was the only out trans person there. I was also one of the only Asian folks in town, which gave me a shock as someone coming from a super multicultural city. I didn't meet many other queer people for a while, and even less racialized people. I was able to find myself building my own little community. I worked for my student union and donated to our local food bank. While I worked at my student union, I made resource lists for public amenities, services, and help available locally in the town and surrounding area of my uni. All this to say, there are people in your community that care about you. They may not know you yet, but they care. Go to your library, volunteer if you can for local organizations that align with your values. Sign up for a class at a community center. Do what you can, only if it's within your ability, of course. There are people who care. I started going out of my way to attend more events to meet like-minded folks. Make connections, share resources. Take care of each other. I know I've not said anything revolutionary, but I wanted to yap about something. And then this is my little sign-off. Thank you for taking the time to read. I appreciate you. Take care, Bucky. And so, yeah, those are my pages for the community journal. I am actually, the day I'm filming this is April 25th, and it is the day of the Toronto Stationery Show. So I'm going to be giving this off to Alison, at Little Coco Studios, when I see her later today. So that's who's getting it next. I feel like I'm cheating by not mailing it to anyone, because Riley mailed it to me, and then everyone else has been mailing it around, and I'm cheating by just handing it off to someone. But yeah, so that's who will have the next pages, and I feel terrible because I did get a little bit of bleed through on the pages, but yeah. There's a pen test page, which is quite helpful. I tried my Sailor Pro Gear in a medium nib first, and it was a little too juicy, so I swapped to my Pro Gear Slim in the fine nib. So yeah, that's everything. This is such an amazing project, and I'm so honored to have had the chance to work on it and work in it. It's so beautiful, and it's such... Wow, I'm just so speechless to have gotten the chance to work with such amazing people. And I will link everyone else's videos, not videos, I will link their channels below. I might be able to link their videos. I'll see if I can figure out how to do that. But I will link everyone else who's worked in this before me, so that you'll be able to find everyone's videos. Everyone is super talented, and everyone has such unique style. It's so amazing to have gotten the chance to work in this. Thank you, Sai, for creating this amazing project. I just think it's so cool, and I wasn't sure I would ever get my little grubby hands on it, and I'm so glad that I was able to. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone.